Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Eagles sideline, there is their head coach. This guy's falling in the season opener, getting a second straight road game to start the season. On the other side, it is the Seattle head coach. This guy's also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And this will work out quite well. We'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, this thing's within one score. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Third down and 9. He'll drop to throw. Overcome him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick it up with Krusty Merritt.
Krusty Merritt, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that called the rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good, and there certainly was a lot of it, but can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going. On their second possession. Greg, they say flush a game after you lose, right? But when you built up all year for the opener and you get blown out, is it even harder to flush for players?
Well, certainly that's the question, Mike. And regardless of how much the coach stands up there and you try to say, hey, it's a new week, we've got to move forward. And certainly that's the case in the NFL. If you let bad losses linger, you're going to find yourself in a bigger hole. So the problem is when you spend all week and you spend all season saying, okay, this is week one, we're going to get off to a great start, and you lay an egg and you're non-competitive, the last thing you want in the NFL, Mike, is for doubt to set in. So we're going to find out pretty quickly here in this one. Was last week just 1 out of 17 and they're going to move on, or is this going to be signs of things to come as the rest of this season unfolds?
14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Pretty fitting. His first catch of his career results in a first down. He looked like a savvy vet out there to me, Mike. I mean, he picks up a fresh set of downs, and his offense is rolling.
That is caught outright on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here.
In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trader's kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start. The Seahawks scoop it up. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Eagles 0.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of anything.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
Waste of time. What's going on, guys?
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now, faking the give. That's to Reed. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his second touchdown of the year. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7.
Eagles 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Ooh. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. A screen set up for Krosky-Mary. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. The throw here is complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Right side and brought in by Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. thrown right side, but incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll go with Bill. That's Krosky Merritt. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Chase Young. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down.
5 yards on the play.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They'll run with Krosky Merritt, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. That one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. First and 10. Back to the air one more time. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Exit 3rd and 11.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. This is going to be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trying right side here with Krusty Merritt. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Seahawks.
On first down, it is back to Krusty Merritt. The ball comes out. Looks like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. It makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Now this time they'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and long.
And 15.
They'll throw out of the gun. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Seahawks will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick hitting slant there. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
It's 2nd and inches.
He'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. On the run to the right. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our tour around the NFL starts now. At Mile High, the Broncos at home to take on the Falcons. And it's the Atlanta defense coming up with a big play here. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Falcons are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the Bucs quarterback. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. The Bucs get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Saints win this one by a count of 17-3. With that, we give you a look at the rest of the early games and games still in progress here in Week 2 of the NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. We'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
For a Seahawks first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide. Get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. They'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
The middle, Smith and Jigbo with the grab. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
It's now fourth down and 1.
They'll go, and Krosky Merritt has it. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Seahawks first down.
There's that man again. Another catch.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Complete to number 85. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up first and goal. He is down at the 6.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone as it's first and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. Second down and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle. That is first touchdown of the new year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The kick is good.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Going back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing now on first and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. He'll step up and run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throw out wide. It's caught. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
It's on the pickup. It's second and
complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. Room to run at the 40. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Krosky Merritt to run again. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is George Karlaftis. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
2nd down and 10.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's in. Touchdown Seahawks. This has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The break the huddle coming up now for first and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 46-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Eagles. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
And I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over.
That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards. From the 23, here's second down and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. George Karlaftis. He had 2 sacks in the opener, and give him 1 more here in week 2. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Back to throw. Smith and jig the left side. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that was a first down. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. One is complete. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Second and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. Taking off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And we'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 6.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Yeah. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will
They'll try to pick this up to the run. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. Things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. They'll throw out of the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. This crowd is trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. And he'll have the first down. It'll get him up around the 37. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw again. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. They'll look to throw yet again. There's that man again. Another catch. No louder place than here in Seattle before 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Taking
off to try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. Down inside the 10. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
He's going to tuck it, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone. And the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Seahawks scoop it up. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's not going to get there. They stop him short, and this remains a one-point game.
Mike, this is the right call. I know it didn't necessarily work out for them in this case, but with this little amount of time left, try to end the game in regulation. Don't force this thing to overtime. They get that two-point play. Barring a miracle, they win. They end up coming up short, but I still think it's the right play.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Here is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this one.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And on the defensive side, they do still have their 3 timeouts, so there's an outside hope here you can force 4th down and see where things go from there. That'll give up the middle. Able to make one-man miss, but that's all. They count. Take him down behind the line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for.
3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
Eagles.
Now, here's a timeout. They will indeed take it with 5 seconds left. Chance for a field goal to win this game. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.